What's going on, y'all? This is my step-by-step tutorial on how to do a mid-taper temp fade. Oh, excuse me for not introducing myself. I'm Turk Blow the Barber, man. And here we go. I'm picking the client's hair out just to get everything uniform. Just seeing what direction his hair grows in and whatnot. See if he has any cowlicks or whatnot, or swirls, anything. I'm taking the hair down to, I'm using my 1.5 guard on my wall seniors, my cordless wall seniors. And I'm using my 1.5 guard right here. Just taking the hair down to its desired length. And I'm a wall guy, by the way, and what I'm doing right here, those are my wall cordless detailers. Those are my favorite trimmers right now. And what I'm doing I like to, first off, I like to start off my haircuts, any haircuts. I like to do like an outline first, just so I'll be able to see how my blends go together. And I'm setting in the initial guideline, my first ball line. Yep, and while I got the trimmers in my hand, what I like to do is I like to take care of a lot of, I don't like to just keep picking up different equipment. I like to, whatever I got in my hand at the time, do what I need to do with it at that time. Just doing a little framework. As you can tell in that corner, my client has a light spot. I'll show you how to get around that later on in the video. Yeah, that other side. I looking back on it, I probably went a little too high on this guideline, but it's all good. Like I said, I like to touch up everything while I can, while I got the tool in my hand. You know, just hitting up that mustache. Okay, what I'm doing here, after that first initial guideline, I like my secondary guideline. I go in with my no guard blade all the way open. And then I make a secondary guideline. Then I come back with the blade halfway closed and go all the way up to that secondary guideline. Then come back, close my blade all the way, and just flick halfway. And here I am. This is where I do it a little different. I got my half guard. I got it all the way closed. Well, I start with it all the way closed, and then I open it as I go further up. Little by little. Here I am with the 1 guard, just going up. I knocked the hair down with a 1.5. It should blend together well. And also, just so you know, I do, which I probably didn't show in the video, but I always do detail work. That's the difference between a decent haircut and a great haircut. Your detail work and the eye you develop. You'll develop the eye over time as you get more comfortable cutting hair. And that's a little light detail work right there, just to get my transition and blend icy and real blurry. You fade from lightest to darkest or darkest to lightest, just like if you drawing. Here I am in the back. I don't start my guidelines. I don't make the initial guideline, the ball line with the trimmers, because the skin is very sensitive in the back. And a lot of people bump up, so I just do it with the clipper right here. It's the same steps all over the head. It's the same steps. Start with it open, halfway closed, then closed. Same with the half guard. Start it closed and open it up little by little as I go up. Again with the 1. And I'll eventually transition to a 1.5 too, just to complete my blend. I may even have ended up, just because he has so much hair in the back of his head, I may have ended up even going with a 2 guard. I can't remember if I did or not. Like I said, it's all about the detail. It's all about the detail. When you cutting hair, it's all about the detail in your eye. You develop that eye as you go, as you continue cutting. The further and further along you get with it. And a little about myself, I reside in Decatur, Georgia, and I cut at Slight Edge Barbershop right here on Candler Road in Decatur, Georgia. It's we got a pretty great group of guys in the shop. Great conversations. We all sports analysts, comedians, therapists, all that. Here I am on that other side, just doing the same thing. It's the same steps. It's several ways to fade. This is what I'm just most comfortable with. But from time to time I switch it up depending on the client and texture of hair that I'm cutting at the time. I thought this cut came out pretty good. I know I had a couple of errors or things I could have went back on, but you know, that's like how Chris Bosio says, when you record your haircuts, you get to see, you know, it's like checking yourself, like checking your homework, having somebody like looking back over. It's like game film. It's like game tape, seeing what you did wrong, what you could have did better. Blase. You can see my client, he really doesn't have any distinct pattern to his hair, which direction his hair goes. It's all over the place. Here I am with some of that detail work, just trying to get my blend together. And if you notice, every time I flick up with the clipper, I brush down with the brush, just to keep the hair in place and seeing what it looks like. Like each one of my clients will let you know, but I line them up. I try to, just throughout the course of a haircut, I might line you up several times, just tapping that line, trying to get all the hair. And every time I hit on that front line, I make sure I brush the hair back down, just to make sure all that hair is even and uniform. Because a person would hate to spend a certain amount to get a haircut, and it looks good when they leave the barbershop. Then when they go home, wash their hair, brush their hair, do whatever they do a day or so later or whatever, and it looks like they need a whole nother lineup, all because the barber didn't brush the hair down when he was doing the lineup. Yeah, I really feel like this cut came out good.
I'm in the game again.
My client's satisfied. And he's been on my channel before, man. Oh yeah, my hand might look a little wet right here. That's because like I'm putting my hands on a person's face, so I make sure that I clean my hands first before I do any straight ways of work. Yeah, this cut's coming out pretty good. I'll also be enhancing this cut as well. As you can see, my client, he's getting light in both corners. And that's what the enhancement's for. I'm bringing everything back to the line. Not pushing back, bringing everything back to the line. This is not a pushback. So, you guys tell me what you think, man. Let me know what you think about this cut, man. I thought it was pretty dope. Here I am putting a little hair color in it. It doesn't, this color here, it won't wash out with water. It won't come out if you sweat. It's like a little watercolor. It won't come out if you sweat or anything. You won't have to worry about that. Just a little bit of an enhancement. Excuse my card, man. I use it a lot. Yeah, just an average day in the barbershop, man. And here I am putting the hair fibers on. Just something to make that line extra crisp. You know, I want a person feeling like they got the best haircut in the world when they leave my chair. Framework with that pencil. If you guys like the video, man, you can check me out, man. I drop content daily, man, on Instagram. You can catch me at IG, Turk_DaVinci.
This a damn beauty. This a man beauty shop.
Instagram. And this is the cut, man. Check it out, man. Let me know what you think.
They're gonna stop at the hair store with some weed. They have it all video. How long it take to do it?
Sure. How long it took me to do this video?
To do the weed burn?
Oh no, that might take a while because you gotta let shit dry.
So I need to bring me some snacks.
Yeah. That's some cigarettes. Like he do hairline reconstruction too. I don't know how to do that one here, but he do.
Like, there's no hairline.
He'll show you a dude. I'll probably get him to show you a video real quick. Hey Tate, you still got the video of that hairline reconstruction? It's on your page?
All right, David. Goodbye.